Oh, this is Mr. Hornsby 83 with the Mr. Hornsby 83 review. I'm going to review the entire third season of Fargo. I'm not going to talk about I'm not going to talk about episode for episode for episode. I'm going to talk about certain points in the season. And I guess I'll start with the first episode of this season, which was the introduction to all the characters: Ray, Emmett, Nikki, Gloria. I think all of them except for Fargo, who ends up, being one of the main one of the ones that survived this season. But alright, so it starts out with Ray and Nikki at Emmett's wedding. And Emmett's talking about how he's got such a great life, this and that now, and he's got a good woman and all that. And then afterwards, after that speech, Ray goes to talk to Emmett about loaning him some money because him and Nikki are going to do some kind of card competition or something. And Emmett's like, I just gave you some money not too long ago. So then after he has that conversation, he goes to see one of his parolees, because he's a parole officer, who's a major freaking stoner and a complete screw-up in life, apparently. But, anyway, he hires him to rob Emmett's place to steal back the stamp that apparently Emmett conned from him. I guess it's a valuable stamp or something that Emmett conned from him when they were kids. And the guy loses the envelope, loses the note, goes to the wrong place, ends up taking down Gloria's stepfather, kills him, and robs him. And then he goes to talk to Nikki and Ray about what happened and all that, and he's like, well, I'm going to go to the cops or something like that. And he's getting ready to leave, and then Nikki and Ray, sitting there trying to knock the air conditioner out. Eventually they did knock it out. It fell on the guy's head, he died. But at the end of that episode, Gloria goes home to find that her stepfather has been killed because he has the same last name as Ray Emmett. It's Stussy. But so that was pretty much what happened in the first episode. Now, the only thing I'm going to say about the second episode, this was the introduction to Fargo. Because he tells Emmett, you made a deal with some people that I work for, and I'm thinking mafia or something, I don't know. Or some kind of big-time crime organization, I don't know. But anyway, could be an Irish mob, I don't know. But anyway, pretty much that whole episode focuses on also Ray and Nikki, I think, robbed, Ray dressed up like Emmett and took some money out of one of Emmett's deposit boxes at the bank. So then it started getting to a point to where Gloria starts realizing that the whole situation, because you had you had side situations, you had Emmett and Nikki dressing up like a prostitute, and Ray dressing up like Emmett. It's been a long day, sorry. I've been helping my mom, actually on 2 days, I've been helping my mom move, so it's pretty wore out, but Ray dresses up like Emmett, and then him and Nikki do a video making it look like Emmett was sleeping with some kind of prostitute, and his wife leaves him. But anyway, it gets to a point where Fargo ends up being more at Emmett's place of business, and he keeps telling everybody he's a business associate of Emmett and all that. Well, in a way, he kind of is. Also, Emmett and Cy have some bad blood because Cy does not. Anyway, but Fargo and Cy have some bad blood, and I think Fargo poisoned Cy, but in the last episode, Nikki said you poisoned your own best friend and all that. So, I don't know, maybe she was misinterpreting. Anyway, then it gets to the point where Emmett, Gloria's on the case. She's questioning Emmett, then she questions Ray. And Emmett finds out that Ray sent somebody to try to rob his house, but the guy robbed the wrong place and killed her stepfather instead. So Emmett's like, oh, you know what, screw it. I'll just give Ray the stamp. What's he want? So he goes to give it to him, but Ray, at first he's all gloating kind of, and he's like, no, I don't want it. You can't give me something I already own. And then they start doing like a shoving match back and forth with it. But Emmett, I guess, shoved it so hard the last time he shoved it that a piece of glass broke off or something and went into the neck of Ray, so Ray died. He calls Fargo to cover it up. Then Nikki, well, there was also a point where Cy. So Cy just sits there and lets Nikki get beat up by a couple of Varga's men, where she almost got beat to death, but apparently she survived. Then eventually it gets to the point where Ray feels so guilty about, not Ray, Emmett feels so guilty about Ray's death that he decides to turn himself in, but Varga's trying to cover it up, making it look like it was some guy that was some kind of Stussy killer and all that, but it really wasn't. It was really freaking, he did it on accident, but he also had Fargo cover it up, so. But I guess since I'm doing so badly, I'm gonna give my score now of this season of Fargo. There was even a point where Fargo, I guess because Nikki was blackmailing him, and she robbed, I think one of his armored trucks or something. There's even a point where Varga's sitting on a toilet, eating ice cream angrily, like. That was a funny scene, but that was like the last episode before the finale. The finale, Nikki gets killed, Fargo goes to jail, Emmett gets killed by, I guess, an associate of Nikki's or a friend of Nikki's or something that was helping her take down Fargo and his men. And pretty much Gloria gets to be on Homeland Security because the people that were at the sheriff's department where she was working at was a bunch of idiots, apparently. But overall, I give this season, it was as good as last season, season 2. I really liked them having Ewan McGregor and the guy from Harry Potter as that professor who was a wolf.
Professor Lupin.
Professor Lupin, whatever. But look at this season of Fargo, I'll give it a 4.5 out of 5. There were some things I didn't like about this season. But, yeah, that's about it for this video. Catch me in a few minutes on Facebook Live. Like this video, leave a comment, subscribe for more. Follow me on my Facebook fan page, Mr. 83 Topics. Follow me on Twitter at Mr. 83. And join me on my Facebook Live on my fan page here shortly. Peace out.